Guys, Sam here from Pumpfun, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can find a lot of these early entries on Pumpfun and on Solana, and how you can buy these tokens, get these early 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 X's without getting dumped on, without having bundlers come in and just essentially shitting on your position. Now, the reason a lot of these projects, especially Pumpfun's a great example, the reason why these projects get, quote, rugged is because bundlers come in, snipers come in, dev comes in, and everybody buys up early supply. So it looks like the price is going up, but this is actually probably only one or two people orchestrating these buys through different accounts. Now, this is really, really hard to spot if you don't have an advanced detection tool like Pumprep. Obviously, we work day and night around the clock to develop tools that help you guys trade better, help you guys trade more efficiently, help you guys trade safer, and at the end of the day, preserve more capital and make more money. That's really the goal. So Pumprep has just released its new live transaction analysis system. We are processing about 10 million transactions per day in real time. We're going to be adding a lot more to that as well. And what that means is we're going to go through, we're processing all these transactions, providing advanced analysis on that, and then feeding you that data in real time. All right. Now, this is super, super useful because if you're coming into a token, it's starting to take off, it's got a decent market cap, and you're trying to work out whether or not to buy or to sell, you need to be able to make these decisions quickly. So you have to have a tool that's going to do a lot of the due diligence and analysis for you. Okay. So let's talk about the live transaction system and how you're going to be wanting to use it. Okay. So for starters, we can see here, similar to something like Pumpfun, we've got all the tokens launching. Now we can see here an example of our creator score, where we rank the creators based on their previous launches. So we can say, okay, this person's in the top 2% of creators, for example. All right, so this one here, they've got a pretty decent creator score. They've launched some stuff before. Obviously, in this case, this one has not gone well. But we can take a look across the board. We can look at something like Doughboy as well. This one's a fresh one with no creator history. Okay, and we can see here the distribution actually looks pretty good. Okay, in this case, we don't have any bundlers or snipers in anymore. If they were in, they've dumped out their position. And the developer owns 27% of the supply that's in circulation. So 16% of the total token supply, and the rest is owned by traders. So that's still a decent amount of supply for the developer, but it's not immediately a giant red flag. So definitely this thing's probably a little bit better. And we can see here, looking at the chart does look like there's quite a bit of organic growth. It does have some momentum. Obviously, do your own research, but here you can automatically see that it's not, bundled by, say, 50% of the circulating supply. All right, guys, let's take a look at another example of live TX analysis in practice. So here we can see, okay, this one's not a great creator. He's launched a few before, only in the top 67%. And here we can see it's a 35K MCAP token, and it has just been absolutely sniped. So we're going to jump across here and see what this looks like. All right, cool. And so a token like this with this much sniper volume in it, I mean, that's 58% of the token's total supply that's been sniped. So once again, these are the kind of tokens that you want to avoid because I'd venture a guess that whenever or at any minute, but whenever these snipers decide to sell out, this token's going to go to zero. A reminder, looking at this chart, you're not going to be catching this entry here because that's all sniper bots. So unless you're playing that PvP sniper game, you're not in this field. You're going to be more or less buying somewhere up here with the rest of these traders. So what's going to happen is some of these traders are going to buy in, and then you're essentially just going to wait, and they're going to dump down. So we can watch this one for a little bit and see how this unfolds. And we can see here, so these bundler buys are essentially wallets that are working in concert. So we can see that in addition to sniping the supply, they're now using bots to probably replicate organic sell activity. Oh, and here we can see a wave of sells coming in. That's the supply essentially getting sold out onto the chart. And we should see it start to come off any moment now. And there it is. Cool. So once again, guys, these are the kind of tokens you want to be avoiding on Pumpfun and just in general anywhere on Solana. So you need to be using a tool like Pumprep to identify how much of the supply is bundled, how much is actually legitimate trading activity, so that you can then find those better opportunities. Anyway, guys, stay safe out there, trade smart, trade better, trade with the right tools, And until we see you next time, best of luck in the markets.